Hello and welcome to Acuity Civil Engineers YouTube channel. Today we are going to explore the key components of a two-storied house built for an individual family. So we will start with the foundation, that is the part which is below the ground, and with the superstructure and the finishes, everything I'm going to cover. So this video is all about the components that are included in a two-storied building typically built in India. This building is for individual use, that is for a single family or maybe two families, one in the ground floor, other in the first floor. So let's dive deep into the subject. By the end of this video, you will have a very clear idea of how your dream home takes a shape from the ground to the roof. Step by step, we are now going to explore, and let's begin. So the first thing that I'm going to cover is a substructure. Substructure as in that part which goes below the existing ground level. This includes the foundation, the tie beam, and the columns that connect the foundation to the tie beam. So the substructure is the component which carries the entire load of your house and transfers it to the soil. It includes three parts: excavation, footings, and plinth beams or tie beams, as I said. It can also include pile foundation, which is a deep foundation. In my upcoming videos, I will explain more about the type of foundations, what are deep and shallow foundations, and how they are built. But for now, just understand that there are plinth beams or tie beams. There are columns which connect the foundation to the tie beam level, and there are the footings, and below the footings there are some protective layers. So let's get into details of that. Because we are discussing a two-storied building, we will only discuss about a shallow foundation or a normal footing under this video. So that is a concrete structure which is squarish or rectangular in shape, as you can see on the screen. And beneath the footing, you need to keep two protective layers, one of which is brick flat soling, and the other is the plain cement concrete. Both will be 75 mm or 3 inches thick. And above that, we will place the foundation. So for the foundation, we need a shuttering structure on all the four sides of the footing and also the column that emerges from the foundation. So during excavation, we dig the soil up to the required depth as in the design. And then the reinforced concrete footings, we place the reinforcement or rod, as we commonly say. That is the iron rods that are put, and after that we cast the footings and the columns together. The plinth or the tie beams, they tie all the footings together, and that is mainly usually built at the top of the tie beam is at the ground level, or maybe half of it is above the ground level, half of it is below the ground level, depending on the type of design that we are adopting. So this is your home's backbone. If the foundation is weak, the entire building is weak. So the foundation has to be strong and properly built. And you should definitely consult a civil engineer, a qualified civil engineer, for building the foundation, so that it is built with extreme care and according to the design with no deviations at all. Because the structures which are above ground can be altered, can be repaired, but you cannot go beneath the ground and repair the foundations at a later stage. Yes, you can do it, but that involves a lot of cost and involvement. Never compromise on this foundation part. And one very important thing here is the soil testing that you might require. For a two-storied building, you generally don't require this because the engineer will be having the database of your area. But then if it is on a field land, or it was a water body known to you before filling it up, then you must go for a soil testing. In my upcoming videos, I will also cover about soil testing a lot. Okay, so once the tie beams are built and the columns start emerging from the ground level, we are going to build the superstructure. Superstructure as in the part of the building that we can see above the ground level. This consists of beams, columns, slabs, lintels, sunshades, and a few other elevational things. It might include the lift well. It might, for a two-storied building, we don't need a lift well, so I am omitting this. I will cover it in upcoming videos. And there will be the staircase room, and there will be a slab to the staircase room. So this is the superstructure, and on the screen you can see beams, columns, slabs, lintel, chhaja or sunshade as we call it, and some other elevational treatment structures that are a part of the superstructure. Then comes the walls. Walls you can build out of normal clay bricks, or you can use the new technology as in aerated autoclave blocks or fly ash bricks, or a lot of kinds of new things have come up. This will also be covered in my upcoming videos. And this beam, column, slabs and walls taken together, they form the skeleton of your building. So let us understand how the load gets distributed. Column carries the load vertically. The beams distribute them horizontally. Walls provide enclosure and privacy, and slabs create your floors and ceilings. So that is a simple way of putting it for any layman. So a well-designed superstructure ensures safety, strength, stability for your building. So be very careful and consult an engineer while doing this. So now about the staircase. As we all know, it connects a floor to another floor. Every two-storied house will need a staircase, not just for movement, it can also be a design feature. Staircases can be of a number of types. It can be spiral, it can be round, it can be two-legged, it can be three-legged, it can be two-flight, it can be three-flight, so on, it can be four-flight, so on and so forth. And there are a number of type of staircases that you can use to beautify your two-storied house and also make efficient use of space. For comfort, we have to keep a tread of 10 inches and a riser of 6 inches. Next comes the doors, windows. We are not using ventilators these days because buildings are designed to have ample cross ventilation. So ventilators are not used these days. Please keep it in mind. But with the doors and windows, we will have doors are for security, windows are for bringing in the sunlight and air. So you can use wooden, PVC, aluminium, and a lot of other innovative materials have also come up for the doors and windows. The placement of doors and windows depends on the design, and for a very efficient design, doors and windows should be placed in such a manner that there is enough cross ventilation and air coming into the house. Finally we have the roof, which protects your entire structure. It is the ceiling above your head. In most two-storied house, the top slab is used as a terrace also. We can also have an open terrace on the first floor of the building. And yes, don't forget the balconies. So you can have flat reinforced concrete roofs, or you can have sloped roofs depending on the area in which you are building a house. Don't forget to do the waterproofing on the top slab because it saves you from leakage and damages in the future. Waterproofing should be done along with the final casting, roof slab casting. To that is the structure. Then comes the beautification part. It includes plastering, flooring, painting, and all other detailing that gives your home a unique character. So a smooth finish ensures the beauty as well as it protects your home from weathering and moisture. Behind the walls there are the utility services: electrical conduit, plumbing lines, drainage and ventilation shafts. So they make your home functional and comfortable. Plan them early to avoid maintenance problems later. So now when we finish the building, we step outside, we build the boundary wall. The boundary wall should also have columns and foundations. And we do the landscaping. If we have some green area left, we will do the landscaping over there and put some external lights and have a beautiful garden. External works like boundary wall, they also ensure safety, beauty and sustainability. Then you will have the overhead and underground water reservoirs. You can also have a rainwater harvesting reservoir, and this is mandatory nowadays in most of the municipalities of India. So, to sum up, a two-storied building has the components, each of which is very important. Each component from foundation to finish plays a pivotal role in beautifying and efficiently completing a two-storied building. I am Anindita from Acuity. If you found this helpful, please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Acuity, creation with ingenuity. You can comment home in the comment section if you want any assistance, and all our details are given in the description section of this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you again in a few days. Till then, have a good day.